Anything at all, can't it? You know, I have the kids come in and go to me. I can tell straight away. He's bouncing in normally. He's come in. What have you done at school today? Oh, I've had loads of ag. I got in trouble. Mum weren't going to let me come. And I'll be like, okay, no problem. I will make sure that I get that kid to do something positive in that session. And when he leaves, I'll pull his mum or his dad and say, see Johnny today, mate. I don't know what he had for breakfast, but he was red hot today. I asked him to do this. I asked him to do that. He done it. He delivered for me today.
I like
He's
that.
like this.
Yeah.
He's had the worst day at school he's ever had because he's been caught, whatever, fighting, nicking, whatever he's done. And I've now given him something to go back and to the thing that said, but now the parents can use it and go to Johnny, fuck up again. Yeah. You ain't going back to time.
I like
it works both ways.
Yeah. Do you know why I like that? Because it's like, say you've been naughty at school, so there's a bit of shame because you've been told off. You've turned that shame into a motivator, but then also you've given the parents, you've given the parents a lever to say, listen, I know what happened today, but you worked really well in the boxing gym. Happens again, you ain't going gym.
Exactly it.
And see how you, as a boxing coach, you've been involved with the personal life of that individual. And this is what I'm saying about systems. Because if you change that, right, same kid, but he's got to see social services or the school, there's no diversion of you've been naughty, but we make mistakes, because what will happen, it'll be detention from the school and then a notification to the school, so then they get punished when they're home. Nothing's been resolved. All you've been is told off and punished. So I like that process. I really like that.
So then when they come in, I would always make sure that they feel part of the team. I would empower them as well. So during my warm-up, I would call out that, right, someone's got to call out an exercise as they're running around, and it's the same sort of exercises every week. And one would say, like, big jump and punch. You're jogging around, you do a pike jump and 2 punches in the air. And I'd say, right, Warren, give us an exercise, what they got to shout. But he's already heard me say one of them things, and he'd go, no louder, Warren. Come on, they've got to hear you. Who is this? Come on, it's Warren, the Chelsea fan. What's he doing? Come on, everybody. No one wants to listen to him anyway, do they? Come on, Warren. Come on, say it. He's jump and punch. And he's part of the team now. He's in. We used to do another exercise and work together that I'd put him with somebody different. So he's not gone with John, who's wanted him in the gym earlier on. I'd put him over there with someone else and say, right, you're with him today or tonight doing this. Going back to what you asked about what it does for our mental health, I will say this. That structure, sometimes we need structure. I believe heavily into structure.
I do.
And it's not a robotic structure.
No.
It's a structure that gives you a release. Somewhere, I still have it now. I'm 59 years old, and I go to my son's gym, and I still help coach there for him. You know, because it's my release. I can hardly walk when I come out there, but I love going there. I go there, and it doesn't matter. And I know that even yesterday, helping 2 little kids that were there, and I got out. I had more of a buzz than them. I got one bit of responsive of both kids that I taught them, this or that, and I was like, I walked out there. I'm back.
Yes.
Look at me. You know what I mean?
Tony's back.
You know what I mean? So but for young men, they need that guidance. They need to have that social inclusion. They need to have that where they got to have, because sometimes, like you just said, when you was out, you was the kid you was out, right? I reckon I've had 100 of them kids in my gym. But when they're in here,
different.
They're my kids, and they're gonna. It's not my rules, but they know how they got to behave. They can't do it. They're different people. And back in the old days when we had the gym down at Erith down there, we had a guy come in that run Thamesmead. I remember it. Black guy come in and run Thamesmead, but we had other guys that didn't get on with Thamesmead in the thing.
Yeah.
And I have no problems in my gym.
Nah, because out of respect.
But it weren't just for me; it was a respect for the gym. I call it the gym. It's not just because I'm no god in that sense doing the thing. But the black guy wants me to train him. the white guy wants to forget what colour they are. The guy from Tesby wants to wait. He wants me to train him. He ain't going to risk losing me, and he ain't going to risk losing me or losing this gym. You can walk in any other gym. There's 30 gyms around the area.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're not going to get the same thing. Why have you picked this? And then people go, pick this, they're going to be a big problem. So there'll be no problems in this gym.
Exactly.
You know, but our mutual friend, he'll tell you that he walked in my gym and said to me, do you know who I am? And I said, I don't give two fucks who you are. You can fuck right off. I hope you cut that bit out and let him know I said it.
Yeah, I will.
And he tells me it all the time. He said, do you remember when you tried to throw me out? I was like, I didn't try to throw you. I told you to fucking leave.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck who you are. You think
but
you are.
I would say that I think even with just normal gyms, you feel a part of it, and also it's the self-esteem, it's the self-respect. I've accomplished a workout. I'm ready for the fucking day.
That develops as you go along, because you become fitter, you learn more. Now you're the word accomplishment. What have you accomplished in your life on the street? You've nicked a bit of weed, you've had a fight with someone who was a bit of a tough guy, and you've beat him or you've caught him or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Hold on a minute, I'm in here. Structure again, there's a session. Hold on a second, I've got to learn, because he's going to teach me, or I'm going to be taught in this gym, not me. You're going to learn how to move your feet, how to step across. And now I'm going to show you the science. Oh, you think you can punch hard? Watch this. When you drop this here and put this there, now land this shot. They're like, wow.
Yes,
and
of course.
Again, our mutual friend, Mr. Miyagi. That's what he used to call it. He's Miyagi. I'll be like, yeah, okay. What, little fat bloke off the karate kid.
Isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, no. Do you know what I mean? So like, and you'd be like, and I was a planner. I was I would always be doing that. Always. It doesn't matter. But I was like that with every boxer. I would have a plan for them. I would close season at my 8, 9, 10 kids that were going to be boxing on. The ones that are learning have got to get to that stage, so they'll have that structured session. These ones, I'd have individual things saying to them, right, he's going to work on this, he's going to work on that. There was a girl there, and I'd never involved in boxing, but the girl, fantastic fighter, went to the European Games and all this sort of stuff, planned and structured her training sessions, just for them.
Yeah.
But even the ones that came in off the streets that were the guys that were like, oh, you know, this geezer, we know what he does. He don't go to work. He's got all day bored because he's out, you know, doing the wrong stuff. I would still include them. That's one thing, because now they're included. Now they're part of the team. Now they're going to still be learning as well. So I wouldn't discriminate and say, well, I've got you here because you've been here for 4 months. You're a bit of a bad boy, but he's learning and he's going to do that. I don't really hold out for you. There's never that. I'll treat you as equals, and I believe that they should be treated as equals, and that's the same thing. But I'd also do that on the strangest little tool that I would say, the gloves and the rubbish all around the gym. People that have tape, rubbish, this, that, and the other. I'd never ask them to do this